Stakeholders have stressed the need for Nigeria as a nation to look inwards and enhance national resources to reduce the level of importation of commodities that can be produced locally. Director General of the Raw Material Research and Development Council, who was represented by the Deputy Director and Manager Business Innovation Center, John Akpebe, made this known during a press conference in preparation for the forthcoming Focus African Science Innovation Commodity Expo at the Nigerian Air Force Center in Abuja on Wednesday. Francis Adeniyi tells us more in the story.
Nigeria is blessed with abundant mineral resources which have from time immemorial formed the backbone of the nation's economic and industrial development aspirations. Prior to independence, the nation's raw material resources contributed immensely to the export earnings of the nation. Towards this end, the Raw Material Research and Development Council held a press conference in preparation for the forthcoming Focus Africa Science Innovation Commodity Expo.
Across the value chain, count the number of Nigerians who have lost the source of livelihood. The farmer who produces ginger, the input supplier who gives him organic agrochemicals, those who harvest ginger, those who dry ginger, those who work in the manufactory, businesses who come to export the product from demand, all across the value chain will lose their job. This is not good for any economy. Why is it that African countries must export all they produce and import the outputs from what they have produced? Why are we not taking advantage of internal capacities that we have in producing these raw materials? The missing gap is that we probably do not have the science, technology, and innovation components that will transform these raw materials into products for us. Probably, that's where we have a problem. We must be able to exploit the possibilities of science and innovation to be able to create products for our markets.
Executive Director of Focus Africa, Success Bright, noted that with vast deposit of raw materials in the country, it is time for Nigeria to begin to look inwards and begin to address the importation of commodities that can be locally produced.
So we're looking at harmonizing trade partnership across continents. Of course, if you've had to do any business with any other African country in this room, you'll find out that it's very challenging. Even sending money from Cameroon to Nigeria is very challenging. How can we begin to address these trade imbalances? How can we begin to address these trade challenges between one country to other in Africa? You go to Europe today, you can take a train straight to another country, Eurostar and the rest. Does it happen in Africa? We paid so much to fly from Nigeria to Cameroon. These are issues we need to look at, how we can address these challenges that helps us improve on the processes that get goods from one country to another. So we want to also promote the acceptance and preference for locally made goods. I think this is very important for us to be able to look at the things we have, take pride in them, and enjoy consuming what we produce in Africa. So we're also looking at how to encourage the use of local resources by building capacity in areas of human resources, auditing, banking, finance, and public management. You see a situation where we need to do constructions for roads, and we have people coming from other continents to come and do road constructions for us here. So we want to be able to encourage local resource capacity building.
Obekpa further noted that as an agency of the government, the Raw Materials Research and Development Council has over the years laid pathways across a lot of raw materials value chains on how Nigerians can pick up investments in Nigeria's raw material resources.
Policies are formulated Agencies of government are created to implement these policies. These policies are not formulated for foreigners primarily, but for Nigerians to create activities around them so that collectively we will achieve one whole result. Our KAFTAN mandate is to ensure that Nigerian industries utilize our local raw materials, is to ensure that our productive capacity from the industries increase beyond what we have and beyond what our colonial masters left us with. Painstakingly, over the years, as an agency of government, to rise above the threshold you described, we have laid pathways across a lot of raw material value chains on how Nigerian citizens can pick up investments in our raw material resources.
It is hoped that the expo sheds light on the way forward on utilization of Nigeria's mineral and natural resources.